What up, what up, what up? What up, family? Welcome to the Writer's Room. I am your host, Aliciana Bel Santos. This is episode 5, perfecting the perfect writer's room, right? Perfecting the writer's room. So I haven't posted a show, a podcast, a diary in a few days because it was the holidays. I took some me time. I did some self-care. Wasn't really feeling like getting online. And I also felt like I didn't have a lot of privacy over the past few days. The thing about the holidays is that people become very needy and they want you around and they want you to come to things. And so there were some invitations and there were things that I just didn't want to do, and then things I absolutely loved doing this holiday. Thanksgiving was hard because it's the first Thanksgiving without my brother being here. And so that was absolutely horrible. But at the same time, I was really glad to have come to the page that day, even if for a little bit, even though I only wrote a little. I didn't write over the weekend, so I'm not beating myself up about that. Today I wrote, and I wrote this morning quite a bit, and that was amazing. But so I couldn't record my diary this morning because I was just in it. I was writing, I was getting things done, I was preparing for this new um, writing opportunity that I have. I'm teaching a new class that I start tomorrow. And so I've been, preparing for that. But today I've been thinking a lot about just my own writing and this idea of the perfect writer's room. I am coming to you live from my bathroom, as you can see, with the robe hanging back behind me and the towel on the door and my sink and the mirror. There is no such thing as the perfect writer's space. I think it's beautiful to have writing rituals, and I talk a lot about that. The idea of lighting candles, like creating this ambiance in this space to sit and write, and all of these like mantras and namaste and making sure I hit that yoga pose before I come. All of that is lovely, but also it's procrastinating. It's all the shit that we as writers do and convince ourselves that we need to do before we can write. I play a video game before I write. I'm bullshitting on social media before I write. I'm checking Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram before I write. And all of that is about looking for inspiration. Like I can rationalize all of that shit and be like, I'm only looking for like the thing. I discovered a new feature on my iPhone today. It's on the honor system. You can completely unplug for a certain amount of time. You can have all of your apps deactivated to solely focus on writing. I have my video games, my Instagram, my the only things I have open are email, calendar, my clock because I have my timer, and that's it. But everything else, all my other apps have a lock, have this like crazy like sand clock. It's what's the clock that flips? I can't think of the word. It's gonna drive me crazy. Um, but it blocks it. So from 10 to 5, I have scheduled that I will not play my video games or check my Instagram or any social media because that is the time that I'm working or creating art. I'm either working my job or I'm writing my. And so today was the first day that I did that, and I'm proud of myself because I couldn't even check. I couldn't even go on internet. By the way, all that shit was locked on my phone. I can go on the internet on my computer. So if I'm writing and I need to research something, that's the exception. You see? Perfect writer's room. Let's get back on track. I know what it is to procrastinate, but I also know that the perfect writer's room does not exist. I think that a comfortable chair matters. I think that a beautiful desk is lovely. I think that scheduling rituals and just a discipline, a writer's discipline and a practice. A writer's practice is important. And I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about what some of my things are in my diary. What I wanted to come to the diary to share is that you can write in the bathroom. I have my daughter here working on her thesis, my partner blazing some, I don't even know what, in the living room. Sounds like she's at a discotheque. And the only quiet space in my house right now is the bathroom. And so I decided that I would come here and be with my thoughts and be with my writing and record my diary because I have a commitment to me. And so while the perfect writer's room is ideal, who doesn't want what Isabel Allende has, which is this like in-law house at the back of her own house where she gets up in the morning, grabs her coffee, and then goes to this office in beautiful California. Or what Maya Angelou used to do, where she rented a hotel room and she would get up at crack of dawn and make her coffee and head to this hotel room where she would go write. That is the perfect writer's life, right? But that's not realistic for all of us, for those of us who want to create work. We need to create it where we are. And sometimes the only room we have is the bathroom. The only place we have is a floor. If you want to write, you will write. You will write. You won't wait for the perfect fucking moment to do so. You'll know that the perfect time is now and that we need to stop bullshitting. And so that's what I came here to say as I'm sitting in my bathroom, checking in with you, checking in on your writing, wondering how you're doing, what you're creating, what's been inspired, what fire has been lit inside you, what's warming your heart, what story wants to be told. Write the fucking story, yo. Just do it. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. I got work to do for this evening is to finish writing something that I started. Finish what I start. That's very important to me. Finish what I start. I wish that for me. I wish that for you. Peace.